Hey everybody, welcome to Storytime with Pastor Kyle and his two goofy girls who are very excited for tonight's story. In the Jesus Storybook Bible, we're going to look at the story of Noah in the ark. Alright, here we go, girls. You ready? It's called A New Beginning. It says, "Time passed and many people filled the earth. Everyone had forgotten all about God, and they were only doing bad things all the time. And God's heart was filled with pain when he saw what had happened to the world that he loved. Everywhere was disease and death and destruction." Just like the virus right now, huh? Yeah, all the things that God hates most.
Over and over and over.
Yeah. Now, Noah was God's friend, and it's good to hear these stories over and over again. They're important. Noah was God's friend, and he listened to God, and he talked to God, and he just loved being with God like you do with your very best friend. "Noah," God said, "things have gone wrong, and people have filled my world with hate instead of love. They're destroying themselves and each other in my world, and I must stop them. But first, we will build an ark." Now, do you know how to build an ark?
No.
No. And neither did Noah, but good thing God knew, and he showed him how. That's why, if you can see in the picture, Noah has the plans to build the ark. Now, Noah is working on building the ark. Hard at work. That would take a lot of work. And it says, "A storm is coming," God told Noah, "but I will rescue you, I promise. I'll send you the animals too. Ones that creep and crawl and slither and slime and gallop and hop and bound and climb. And don't forget to pack everyone lots of food or they'll get hungry like this one does."
They'll starve and die.
Yeah, if you don't have food. The storm was going to wash away all the hate and sadness and everything that had gone wrong and make the world clean again. But God had thought up a way to keep Noah safe. But Noah would have to trust God and do exactly what God had told him. So Noah did. He built an ark, which is short for a very large boat. And Noah's neighbors came out to watch him, and they pointed and they laughed because they didn't believe Noah about the boat or the storm or even needing to be rescued. Noah must have looked very silly to them. His boat was in the middle of the desert, and the desert was nowhere near the sea, and there wasn't even a cloud in the sky. Why would anyone need an umbrella, let alone a boat? But Noah didn't mind so much what other people thought. He minded what God thought. So he just did what God told him to do. And when the ark was ready, God said, "All aboard," and Noah and the family and the animals climbed inside, and then God shut the door. See, kids, there's Noah in the ark with all the animals. Now, girls, if you had to pick, which one would be your favorite animal? All the ones here. Ooh, a giraffe. That's a good one. The owl, the snowy owl, yeah. And I would say my favorite is the turtle. No, let's keep doing the story. So, next, it started to rain. Can you kids make a storm noise? We should be really good at making rain noises because we live in Seattle, huh? That was good. It started raining for minutes that joined into hours, that joined into days, that joined into weeks and weeks. And then the rain joined up into puddles, that joined up into rivers, that joined up into lakes, that joined up into a flood that covered the whole world.
Big round ball, but if you were in
Totally
space,
covered.
you would see just
Wouldn't that be really
rain
cool?
clouds everywhere and a little blue.
It would be amazing. So the boat that had once seemed so big suddenly seemed very, very small. But in the middle of the huge storm and the crashing waves and all the thunder and lightning and through it all, God was with them. God kept them safe for 40 long days and 40 long nights. Finally, the rain stopped and the sun came up, and Noah threw open the windows. "Hooray!" everyone shouted. Now Noah sent his dove out to explore, and it wasn't long before he brought back a fresh olive leaf. Olives.
Daddy, you're making me hungry.
Oh, sorry. Everyone knew exactly what that meant. He had found a tree and land. The water was going down. Oh, there's you kids see, there's the ark, and it's on top of the mountain, and there's everybody leaving the ark. And
reindeer.
a reindeer and a giraffe. And is that a piggy? Oh, a hippopotamus. And what is this one here? Kangaroo? Camel. Oh, okay. All right.
A camel and a hippopotamus and a giraffe out in the middle of the nowhere.
Well, they're going to go somewhere soon. All right. So it says, at last the boat landed quite suddenly on top of a great mountain. As soon as it was safe, God said, come on out. And so they did, everyone skipping and dancing into a new world. The first thing Noah did was to thank God for rescuing them, just as he promised. And the first thing God did was make another promise. I won't ever destroy the world again. And like a warrior who puts away his bow and arrow, at the end of a great battle, God said, see, I have hung up my bow in the clouds. And there, up in the clouds, just where the storm meets the sun, was a beautiful bow made of light, a rainbow. It's so beautiful. The rainbow comes from God.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and the gold violet.
That's right. Now here's the end. It says, it wasn't long before everything would go wrong again. But God wouldn't be surprised. He knew this would happen. That's why before the beginning of time, he had another plan, a better plan. A plan not to destroy the world, but to save it. A plan to one day send his own son, the rescuer. God's strong anger against hate and sadness and death would come down once more, but not on his people or his world. No, God's war bow was not pointing down at his people. It was pointing up into the heart of heaven. The end. Thank you guys for joining us for story time. We love ya.